What up, guys? So, welcome back to another episode of It Doesn't Have to Make Sense. I'm your host, Shoki. Now, of course, what the whole point of this series is me showing off things that I'm listening to, really do like, or maybe some artists that you've never even heard of. Now, it's not always music, but right now, it is. Now, last time we listened to Peter Hollens and Home Free. And as I mentioned, I found other a cappella artists due to Peter Hollens. One such artist would be Avi Kaplan from Pentatonix. And a couple years ago, he split off and decided to do his own thing, aside from Pentatonix. And that was cool. One of the earlier things, and this was probably in the transition period, he might have still been in Pentatonix at this point, is he teamed up with Peter Hollens. Along when he did a couple extra things with Home Free as well. So this is Black is the Color of My True Love's Hair. Now, I was fairly certain I knew this song until I heard it. Now, this one definitely is different, but you'll see how Peter builds the sound, usually alone, but in this case he has Avi with him. So instead of having an extra beatboxer and all those things, this one also really just has kind of just background choral voices, not so much music. It's a much slower song, but it also really really showcases what Avi can do. And I'm going to say this now, and Pentaholics can get mad at me, I don't care. Avi has been better as an artist since leaving Pentatonix. I feel like he was potentially held back to some degree. I know he had his moments. His beatboxing is amazing, his bass work is amazing, but his vocal range and his artistry in singing was not truly explored, at least from my time listening to Pentatonix. Since breaking off and doing his own thing, and then maybe even teaming up with other groups or other artists, you see so much more of what he can do. And this is one of those ones where you really reach out. So let's go ahead and get it started and roll the copyright claims that are inevitable. And so a lot of Peter's videos are also cut like this, you know, different frames and stuff like that. And one thing that's cool, if you notice Avi, he's down there in the left corner, he's got 3 distinct hair styles in this video.
Black is the color.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to sing along too, sorry.
Of my true love's hair. Her face so soft and wondrous fair.
The bass. Just holds it.
Gentlest hands. I love the ground
Chills.
whereon she stands.
Okay, so one thing you'll notice, okay, so you've got 3 frames of, well, 3 top frames of background of Peter. Those are all different takes. The 2 Avi, if you look at them, those are different takes. So while they're shot in similar ways, of course, Avi's does change later. Like I said, he's got different hairstyles, different ponytails, different amount of hair down, stuff like that. I think Peter stays the same regardless. Also, he's got elf ears. Nothing wrong with that. I just wanted to point it out because he does a lot of things from like Lord of the Rings and things like that. Of like, he has built-in elf ears. It's all good. But Avi just holding that bass note is nuts. And Peter has a crazy range. He can go really high in falsetto notes, but then actually get some decently low notes on the other end.
I love the ground whereon she stands. Black is the color of my true love's hair.
Oh, and the hums. A lot of humming in this one. Especially this. All hums.
I love my life.
Yeah.
and dwells in no.
That smile melts you.
I
There,
love the ground on where she goes, and still I hope that the time will come. Still I hope that the time will come when she and I will be as one. When she and I will be as one. Black is the color of my true love's hair.
How does he do it? Seamlessly. He's just like up here, and then just. And I'm not even wearing my headphones that are good bass. I hope you have speakers or headphones that have really good bass so you can appreciate what Avi does. Then again, if you're watching this and you're a fan of these guys, you have those things. The really impressive part of, I guess Peter's hair changes slightly. The really impressive part of the song is what's coming up in a minute. When you hit they get a ton of voices going, and they hit some chords which are nuts. This.
Of my true love's hair, her face so soft and wondrous fair.
That. Chills.
The purest eyes and the gentlest hands. I love the ground whereon she stands.
This too.
I love the ground whereon she stands.
Just Avi harmonizing to himself a minute ago.
Is the color
Wait, what was their smoke budget on this video? Because there's so much.
of my true love's hair.
And if you're watching the bottom, hold on. I know he's about to. What is going? Okay. Something is stuck in my thing. It was supposed to pause and it didn't. If you'll pay attention right down here, look right at the end. Watch the two bottom Avis. Just mouth open. Oh, that's nuts. Like, where is it? Right about here.
Of my true love's hair, her face so soft and wondrous fair.
Oh, harmonies.
The purest eyes and the gentlest hands. I love the ground whereon she stands.
Avi's his own perfect backup. Like, that's nuts. Like, just his voice. I don't know. I don't 100% know his background. I don't know exactly where he's from. But, like, there is something about his voice. He can just do things. Like, forget the bass, but, like, his actual tone, his voice is nuts. It's just, like, I don't know another singer. Like, I know there's crazy, especially YouTube acapella artists, you know, Tim Faust, Castellucci, him, I guess you want to throw Chance in there too. All of them have their own individual sound. While they can do the same kind of ridiculous range and massive bass that can blow out subwoofers, they all have their own individual voices. Something about Avi, and he can change his sound. He can sound like other things as well. Look, because this is how I segue into doing Avi music. because a lot of you don't know, and I'm speaking to my other subscribers who might see this, not you guys who know these guys, but you guys who've never heard of Avi Kaplan, never heard of Peter Hollens. Avi is like a once-in-a-generation type voice and talent. And I think while he had an amazing run involved with Pentatonics and got all the foot in the door and developed his skills, he became a real artist on his own, and it made a bigger difference. And that's what we'll look at next time, because I'm going to roll into an Avi song. He's got so many good ones. And they change. The themes change, his voice changes, what he does with his voice changes. So look forward to that coming up really soon. But until then, make sure you do the like and subscribe thing. Once again, if you want to help out the channel, check out the Patreon. And of course, if you want to buy any merch, by all means, it's down there. And of course, go watch all the other videos. Trying to get back on doing these, or at least get a head start on them, because I've been behind for a month. So it is what it is. And like I said, this isn't always about keeping up with the newest trend or anything like that. This is about music I enjoy, and then occasionally looking out for new artists that I've never really heard of, stuff like that. And then when we come to other weird things that I might like, such as we need to do the SpongeBob English dub video sometime soon, we'll do that. But I'll catch you guys next time. And remember, as always, it doesn't have to make sense. It just has to be loud.